drum line with group number one is I represented what could be. I gave you the rhythm that you laid down a foundation that showed everybody else what to lean on. The drumsticks in the Mr. Jensen story, that's what they represented. It represented something I could become, and it also represented that who I was worth something. Great leaders in your business, they are learning how to do these two things for their people. Let's talk about growth. If I can't grow in your organization as an employee, as a team member, I promise you I'll go and grow somewhere else. One great thing that people in your industry are learning to do is so simple, but underutilized, is what I call a growth and development plan. This is something you can sit down with an assistant, your team members, and you ask them first and foremost these 3 questions. What do you want on the team? What are you looking to achieve? Second, as your manager, as your boss, here's a few things that I can do to help you get there. And then it gives you the chance, because you've made a deposit of trust, it then allows you to make a withdrawal for standards. Cool. Here's a few things that you can also do to make this possible. Do we really understand the needs and wants of the people that call us leaders? But here's the 4th component that we miss far too often. Set the follow-up date. How do your people know that what matters to them matters to you? I'll tell you right now, the coolest part about your job and leadership is that it matters. The hardest part about your job and leadership is that it matters every day. Consistency in how we connect is key. Growth. How do I not just grow an employee, but how do I grow a person? That is the new currency in what helps people stay. Growing people, not just employees. Step number 2 was recognition, right? We talk about potential and growth. Recognition, worth. If I ever found an employee, a team member of yours that felt seen, that felt understood, that felt like they were worth something on the team, it's because you as the leader were doing one or a variation of these 6 things for them. Notice this is also listed in order of priority. Notice that vocal praise was number 1. Like, it would be nice if the broker would just say thanks once in a while. Like, it'd be nice if I got a that-a-boy or a that-a-girl. The crazy thing about vocal praise is it costs your business $0. 0. But these are the things that people talked about. Out of all the interviews, 11,000, never, not once, did an employee say when I would go undercover and they would talk about how they loved their job. Never did they say, I love the agency because we're just so good at time management. It's amazing. I'm crushing it. Like, we run the best meetings. We always start on time. I'll never leave. Never. It's not, and no one ever talks about it. What they talk about are the moments when you said no to a few things and you said thank you. The moments where you took time to recognize. Money's a part of the equation. Chick-fil-A Fridays, Taco Tuesdays. You created a dynamic with an award or a trophy, accolades. How people felt seen. They talked about when they had a baby and the agent provided 6 months of free diapers. They talk about when someone passed away and food showed up or flowers showed up at the funeral. Like, little moments of recognition. That's how we create worth. How are people being seen in a way that they go, this is worth something, it's worth staying for. Step number 2 in this principle of creating synergy and an organization that people never want to leave, keep it simple. I guarantee, without a doubt, we have some of the busiest human beings on the planet in this room. You're busy, like even in this moment, the emails, the text messages, all the things happening. Raise your hand in this room if you love a good to-do list. Where are my to-do list people? Yeah, there we are. We love that shot of dopamine every time we check something out. I'm crushing today. Yes! Can I recommend the power of a to-don't list? Please write that down. You're really good at the to-dos, but your people, they spell influence, they spell significance. T-I-M. Granted, they can't spell that well, but that's how they spell it. It's the same way your kids spell it. It's the same way your spouse or partner spells it. Time. How do we create more of it? There's been a lot of talk about financial affluence, growing, scaling. I think there's something equally to be said, though, for time affluence. How do we create more of that? I talk about the growth development plan, and some of you are like, Clint, I don't have the time. Like, you want me to sit down one-on-one with my employees and ask them like what matters to them, and then create a plan that consistently I need to follow up on? Like, I don't have the time. Then have fun being a solo entrepreneur, or be okay with the revolving door of turnover that will consistently happen in your business. Because far too many people are learning how to do this really well. And time is a currency when it comes to people. I think Da Vinci said it better than I can. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. You're walking out of here with a lot of to-dos. My hope is that you just add a few to-don'ts. In the rhythm, we saw this in group 3 where it became somewhat complex. Simplicity is how we do this. Step number 3, communicate to collaborate. I never said in the drum line that we couldn't talk to each other, but we just started playing. How different would it have been if somebody, as we were kind of off time and we got a little bit lost, how different would it have been if somebody in group 2 would have stood up and, with their sticks and said, okay, this is where we're at, right here, come on. It would have changed everything. Everything. Communication is key because every one of the people that follow you on your team, they have what's called a status. I came from the medical field. We would use this in the operating room. The status was your heart rate, respiratory rate, body temperature, blood pressure. That determined whether you were living or not. We would check the status of a patient, and the status would determine treatment. After we treated the patient, what do you think we did? We rechecked the status until healthy stability was maintained long term. Raise your hand in this room if you have an employee or a team member. I want to share with you a statistic. In this year, it is a 67% stat. And the stat is this, that 67% of the workforce in your industry, 67% of the people that are currently working are actively looking for a new place to work right now. 67%. Now, whether or not that's true for you and your team, I think now more than ever, the greatest thing that we can do to understand how to treat people in a way that they want to be a part of what you do is to conduct what I call a status interview. I challenge you, the moment you get home, to take your best employee, your best team member, and ask them these 3 questions after you begin with vocal praise. You let them know why they are worth it. You let them know why they mean something to you and the team. Create some psychological safety, and then ask these 3 questions. This was worth the trip, right here. The crazy thing about these 3 questions is most employees are never asked these 3 questions unless it's in the exit interview. When an employee already comes up to you and says, hey, listen, Doug, I found a better job. Or, hey, I just need to move on. Or, it's just not working. And then in that moment, you find yourself saying, oh, come on, Sally, like, what else can we do? Like, Becky, you know I'm coming into busy season. Like, I need you. What can we do to keep you here? And then it dawns on us. We should have asked these questions 6 months ago. So my challenge to you is ask them now. Sometimes we look at these questions and we're afraid to ask, or you think you know what they'll say. The status interview gives you the opportunity to look for variables. Say, yeah, if you want me to stay, give me a 20% increase in pay. Give me a big corner office, free Cheetos, I'll stay. And you're like, I can't do that. What it does is it gives you the opportunity to have a conversation, to create collaboration. And at the end of the day, if you can't reach a resolve, then at least you asked. There is no generational hack. There is no 5 key things that's going to help you retain Gen Z. It's a lie, it's a gimmick. People are people, and every generation is diverse, and people are unique, and we all have different ideals and perspectives. And the moment you as a leader understand the individual status of your people, it allows you to win on an individual level. And that's what people need. That's what separates the great organizations from the organizations that are just turning and burning staff. Communicate to collaborate. Last and final step.